Okay. Ooh, that killed the audio like quite a bit. Hang on just a second. Elgato had a recent update, so I'm trying not to lower the volume too much, but during breaks, the volume's gonna play just a little bit low, just for you guys to be able to hear me and also get some comfort during break times. But hello, everyone. Welcome in. If this is your first time here, I am Blazette Midnight, your casual Dragon Queen VTuber here for today. And just recently, I started incorporating co-working streams. So if you're unfamiliar with co-working, it's where you guys get a chance to focus and work on something that you really wanted to dive deep in, or either you can draw, you can fish, because I do have fishing up, it's just tucked away. You can do other things while just chilling along with me. This is a very lurk friendly stream. I will talk during our 15-minute breaks, which is why you see the timer there, but 45 minutes are dedicated towards studying and focusing on things. And if you're unfamiliar or curious about what all goes into today's stream, you can do !focus. It should work this time. Yes, okay. It'll just show you pretty much the same thing that I just reiterated, where during breaks I'll address you guys verbally, but occasionally while I'm having that focus time, I will chat in chat as people come in. People may come in raids. Oh, speaking of which, okay, that's off. I need to turn off the other thing. There we go. Alright, cool. We should be good now. Oh wait, no. Did it do it over here? Okay, yeah, it did. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. That's what it did. But yeah, alerts will be turned off, bonks will be turned off, any kind of like distractions that usually happen on stream, all get toggled off. The alerts will still show up on screen, it just, they won't play, so you won't hear them when people come in and follow or sub, or even like the mod intros, they should all be turned off. Respectfully, if they play, it's most likely me just overlooking an audio setting with toggling them off. But today I'll be working on doing some studies. I do have some stuff that I need to do, take care of IRL, but that'll happen after stream. And because I started relatively late, the timing will be a little bit off with my breaks, only just because, yeah, I did kind of have to do some updates to my hardware and techware before diving into today's session. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start the 45-minute session timer. Feel free to focus, feel free to fish. Like I said, do whatever feels comfortable with you, even if you just want to work and lurk while the stream is going up, because I'm not going to be doing much talking. But if you just want something cozy to listen to, or something to, look at while you're doing things, working on some items throughout the day, that's what this visual is for. But yeah, I do too, Lee. I do too. All right, let me start the timer, and I will see you guys shortly. And we're on our 15-minute break right now. So, if you are co-working with me and also listening to the sweet sounds of my voice, tell us what you were working on. I was working on doing some... hold up. I forgot to lower the audio again. But I was working on some review material for things for technical interviews when it comes to software development and web development. Hi, Second. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Oh, God, my voice sounds so raspy in the morning. I'm sorry that y'all have to deal with this. Once I'm a little more awake and can hydrate my throat a little bit more, it won't sound as raspy. But right now it's like I swallowed a whole frog. Also, I do realize that some of y'all are trapped in the ads. I apologize, but you can support your girl by contributing $4.99 and subbing to me to bypass the ads. And you also get some cool emotes along with it. I'm working on trying to get some more animated ones because I know I don't have a lot to offer with that outside of the licking emote, which is my favorite. But we are progressively working on expanding that over time. But right now, a lot of the focus is just kind of me just tailoring my content to something that you guys can digest. I know a couple of things that I need to work on, which is actually on my task list. Y'all just can't see it because I'm not exposing myself, is to do some recording for YouTube. The highest priority one is to wrap up my 28 Days of Blaze, which, if you're unfamiliar with it, it's just a short series that I put together to kind of describe myself. Namely just because I got tired of people who didn't want to really dive into the weeds of who I am as a creative and what I do on the platform. And so what I did was I just created a playlist which was originally just on TikTok but now is on YouTube, to where if you don't use TikTok, you can view it on YouTube. If you hate YouTube with a passion, you can view it on TikTok and vice versa. So it's a compilation of shorts and actual regular videos, but I still need to get back to editing the last 8 videos. It's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, yeah, 8. Because the 28th one is actually on my TikTok, but you won't see it on YouTube until I get through the other remaining 8 skits that I planned and prepped and wrote skits for, a script for. I just need to sit down, record it, and edit it. The other few items that I need to do is finish up my Genshin editing for the Fontaine story, which I haven't finished. I've been putting it off for so long, and there's not much editing around that because I want to focus mainly with my Genshin content, just the story, because grinding it, to me, I feel like that's boring to watch. But I do like going back and seeing different story bits when it comes to Genshin and just the lore, just so that way I can look back at it and also see some of my reactions to certain things. Such as getting to see the Moist Man again, which I'm not going to torture you guys during my co-working streams with that guy. So you're safe during my chill streams like this. I will not act a fool. I won't do it, Second. I won't. This is the only streams where you're actually safe from me being chaotic. Now, if I had stuff after stream to where y'all could bunk me and y'all could still do the things, then you would not be safe. But no, today's streams, you're very safe from a lot of my shenanigans. I want this to be dedicated towards focusing on a lot of things that I need to get done and also give you guys some focus. And I know some people are working in the background and I don't want to distract them with like, what the hell is going on with Blaze? I thought this was a co-working stream. Why is she showing me Tartaglia's skinny ass on screen? Not everyone cares to see that. I do, but not everyone cares to see that. So you were safe. Again, if it was a regular stream, you're not safe, even in supermarket. Glad to be safe. I know y'all are glad to be safe, because I could act a fool if I wanted to. I could. I do have it wired on my stream deck, but I will hold myself accountable to not do that. I also made myself some tea this morning. Probably not going to get any more because my tummy is actually having issues. Oh my God. Thank you for letting me check on that, actually, Savvy. Because every now and then I take a peek out there to see if they've released it so that way you guys can participate. Because I'll let y'all do that for free 99. Nope, it's still in early access. When will it be free? Also, I'm very surprised they have, and maybe it's just because they just added it to the roster of games for crowd control to be on. But I'm very surprised to see A Hat in Time is also in early access. But again, I don't know how frequently they update this. But I do see a lot of games where it's just like you have to have Pro in order to have it for CC. Content Warning has it too. Wait, wasn't Lethal Company? Oh, they might have freed up Lethal Company. Because I remember seeing it in early access at some point in time, so it looks like it's available to all. I'm not giving y'all crowd control with that game, unfortunately. Or with Content Warning. That's gonna have to be a Poppy's playtime of what I said the cost for that type of incentive. Because I swear to God, if I open up crowd control and y'all drop my phobia while I'm playing either one of those games, we're going to have a bad time. And you're going to be paying for my therapy bills. But any other monster, I'm just going to be like, well, I guess I just will fight you. It's okay. I'm fine with fighting you. Crowd control of Lethal sounds like a... Oh, yeah. Like, imagine... this is the thing. See, and I'm kind of curious how this works. Because crowd control already messes with the game. What happens when you do modded Lethal? So modded Lethal with crowd control. I'm afraid of things breaking with that combination. Because y'all already saw how some things broke the very last time I tried to play Lethal with like a large group. But that was also because there was like an update to the game. But even that, it broke quite a few things. So I'm just like, I don't know if I want to turn that on, because I don't want to play Lethal vanilla and just have that on and just give you guys that liberty. Because one, that means I'll have to see those things. And that's a non-negotiable agreement to toggle off the F Spiders mod. It's going to have to be in a Lethal Company game. If you want to collab with me when it comes to Lethal Company, you have to have that mod. If you do not have that mod turned on, I will not play, and I will be literally the clip that was captured from Tasha, which I don't know how many people know them on the Twitch streets, especially since they're like in the IRL cam area of Twitch. But I will say this, I will close the game with the quickness and I won't look back. And you're just going to be like, Blaze, Blaze. And I won't answer you. I will just turn it off and just be like, yep, we're done here. We're done here. You knew what the rules were. All you had to do was abide by them. And I would play. Yep, I would uninstall the game. Literally. Just close out of it, uninstall the game. That's exactly what Tasha did when Mario Kart just said, you know what? Fuck you, you don't get to win. They closed out of that game so quickly, uninstalled the game. And the person that they were playing with was just like, why did I get an error? And I'm like, yeah, that would be me. And they looked over and was just like, Tasha, did you close the game? I'm like, yep. Yep, they certainly did. And that would be me. That would be me with the quickness. Every time. You aspire to be that level of calm, petty. Mm-hmm. I do too. I do too. Sometimes I can manifest it, but other times I'm just like, yeah, you know what? We could do better. Hi, Jelly. Welcome in. How are you? So how much time we got left? Oh, we got 3 minutes. The breaks go by so quickly. And I never look forward to them. Well, I do, but also I never look forward to them. Because part of me wants to go back to bed. But also, I realize I need to get some studies done, which it's helping me because I am taking notes for some things. Just to prepare myself and act as a refresher and reminder to certain things that I may be quizzed on or asked of. You're just waking up still sleepy? No, that's understandable, Jelly. I'm still just waking up myself and trying to get the frog out of my throat because it is still residing there. Oh, goodness. But I am surviving. We're doing some coding studies. I'm trying to get to a point where it's just like I can take a break from my coding studies and dive back into some live 2D things, which I don't know if I'll showcase or not here. I might do it some streams where we're doing some co-working because I do need to work on Blue's model. So we'll see. It just kind of depends, and if people want to watch that. I won't be talking much because I'll most likely be focusing and just kind of warping a lot of things while I'm working on their model. But you're more than welcome to ask questions as I do it because it's going to act as a refresher for me, and I also need to record some things with trying to do that. I'm not. It's just because this is my morning voice, Ashura. It's the frog in my throat. I don't know why I get that whenever I wake up, which is why I don't stream as early as this in the morning. It takes me some time to like get my throat to like kind of clear up and just be like, yeah, we're vibing, we're chilling, we're okay. Because I did take a Benadryl, and though I know allergies are working against me, it shouldn't be affecting me right now because I did take my pills this morning. It's just my morning voice is very unkind and makes me sound like I'm sick. Streaming while you're at the gym? Yes. Ooh, enjoy the gym vibes, Dwayne. Enjoy it. You know what? I should do that one day where it's just like I leave y'all here and I work out. Y'all just don't see it. I just work out and just leave you guys here for like 45 minutes while I get a good workout in. What is going on with Chrome? Oh my God. Why? No, not this. Not this. What is happening? Okay, I'm just gonna have to close that because I don't know what's going on with that. I blame Windows. Because I had a browser for my notes and it just said, nah, I'm not going to work appropriately. Bump you. Also, I'm about to go back into my hidey hole to where I leave y'all for 45 minutes and y'all get to focus and do the things. Oh. Yep, there it goes. All right. I'm disappearing again. I will see you guys in chat. Enjoy. And we're back with our second 15-minute break. So, again, for those listening in and also those working on things alongside with me, what are you working on? And I see that 3-minute just kicked in. Ooh, excuse me. My throat is still waking up, but also at the same time, it's raining. It's officially raining over here. Which I'm debating. Actually, I think I will do that. For those who actually like the rain, sound noises for this. Why did it turn up just a bit? Only to mimic the weather that's here right now, because I do hear it raining. I knew it was going to rain because I've been keeping track of the weather, and also this makes me very happy to see that captions are working, and hopefully captions are working for you all. I know Elgato had a bit of an update earlier today, which is why I was late to stream, because I had to update the software that my mic is plugged into, and also make sure everything that is connected to that software or routed to that software was still appropriately working, because I did find out that it did disconnect from OBS, so I had to go back in there and reconnect the OBS right before stream, which I figured, but at the same time at least knew what proper steps I needed to take in order to get that back in sync. But I'm still working on some refresher courses for the most part when it comes to my journey into, well, continuous journey into development, and just making sure that when it comes to a lot of these aggressive interviews where they quiz me on technical terms and various algorithms, I go in prepared, because you never really know. And when it comes to software development, there's a vast majority of languages. It's like studying everything from like Spanish to Japanese to Korean to Chinese. Think of it in that sense. That's the best way that I can kind of describe it. And there's certain rules and regulations around like how you go about pronunciating various terms, if it has gender ties to those terms, because I know that comes with a lot of like French and Spanish or Latin languages. So that's the best way I can kind of put it when it comes to programming languages. And you can only learn so much at a time. So unless you're willing to take on all of those languages at the same time and overload your brain with Python, C++, C, C#, Java, JavaScript, Vue.js, React.js, there's a multitude of languages out there. And just depending on what you're trying to hone in on when it comes to what you want to do in, you know, these programming spaces, software development spaces, software engineering spaces, you kind of have to narrow it down to learning the building blocks first, and then proceed to learn those other languages as you go. So, 2 blazes on screen. You're dreaming. Hi, Ash. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're at our second 15-minute break, so I get to talk to you guys for a bit before diving into our last 45-minute session for co-working, which helps me get some stuff done in terms of just waking up early, studying for, you know, various interviews, or just wanting to tackle on newer languages. So like in between, I am also studying React, so I go back and forth between refresher courses for things such as C#.net, ASP.net, MVC, MVVM, JavaScript even. These are all languages that I find myself proficient in, but it also helps to kind of go back through and just say like, oh, you know what, I need to make sure that I understand how controllers and views work when it comes to ASP.NET or MVC, or I need, a refresher to make sure I understand some of the technical logistics around, building a web API or maybe something that's client facing. So I'm just going through and just making sure my brain is refreshed with a lot of this information that I've digested over the course of like 10 years plus, as well as like in my during my uni days, but also tackle on new things, so that way when employers ask for the most when it comes to technical interviews, I go in it prepared, and hopefully with a refreshed mind, it's fresh on the brain. I'm not having the anxiety of like test anxiety overwhelm me to the point where I may just, forget things, because I'm terrible when it comes to test taking. I'm absolutely the worst at it. But when it's fresh on my mind, I can kind of like spit it out verbatim. Sometimes, not all the time. So that's what I'm working on off screen, just because it makes me comfortable. So that way you don't have to look at my notes and ask 1,000,001 questions, because I feel like some of y'all would just be like, what is cross-origin resource sharing? It's CORS. It's just CORS. That's all it is. It's just making sure that, the browser can talk to different services in a manner that's trustworthy between two apps, because I had to do that with a few projects with my former employment. I still got the frog in my throat. I don't know what I need to do to get rid of it, because I already started drinking tea. I already rehydrated. I've been drinking water during this co-working session. And I still sound like I'm sick. I just blame this weather and the allergy seasons, because it's just like, I'm not sick. I promise you I'm not sick. This is still my waking up voice. Probably when I go to the post office later on today, I'll be more awake. Oh, I will say, I was debating whether or not to stream Hakuoki later on today. I'm probably not, only just because I do have quite a few things that I need to get done on my plate later on today. And so I want to hone in and focus on those things. But probably next week I'll return back to Hakuoki. We're continuing Saito's route. We started Saito's route last time I streamed Hakuoki, but next week we will be diving into it a little bit more. You woke up to a sneezing fit? Oh, I hate that for you, Ash. I ended up passing out to a sneezing fit because I was sneezing profusely, and I meant to take a Benadryl roughly about an hour or two before I lay down, because I knew what was going to happen. I was going to still be up. Insomnia was just going to be like, yeah, you're not going to have a peaceful rest. You're going to be up for a while. And I'm like, oh, I need to sleep. I need to sleep and get up this morning, which is why I was a little bit groggy this morning. Probably why I have the groggy voice, because I took it kind of late. I didn't pass out until roughly about almost 3 a.m. this morning. But I still woke up surprisingly at 7 or 8. It's just I was late to stream because I didn't start prepping things until roughly 20 minutes before stream time. And while I was doing that and I stepped away and I came back, I saw that Elgato was just like, hey, we have an update so that way it works well with your stream deck. I'm like, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me 15 minutes before stream? Why would you do this? So I had to update that, restart my machine, check and make sure audio was still working, because it was my audio router. So it's always a pain dealing with that sometimes, but it is what it is. Also, hi Wolfie, welcome in. How are you? Hopefully Tuesday's morning has been well for you. We are in our active Pomodoro session break. So we got 4 minutes left, so I still got some time to talk to you guys before I have to step away again. Wavelength decided that now was the time to update. You can't hear right now. Yep, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Wavelength was just like, hey, I want to update. Too many cosplays, too little time. Are you doing MomoCon this year, Wolfie? But also understandable, because I remember the cosplay grind, where it's just like I said, I am going to plan out 4 cosplays, 1 for each day. Never again. That was a terrible mistake. I never felt so stressed in my life. But at the same time, it was a lot of fun, but also very stressful because Georgia heat is not kind when it comes to styling wigs, for one. Wanting to wear certain clothing for your cosplay, do not wear a jacket. I kid you not. If you have a cosplay that has on layers and you come to Georgia, you're going to be moving a lot. You're going to be sweating a lot. You're going to have a terrible time. Do not wear layers to your cosplay. Wear something skimpy. Wear something that shows your skin. You will regret it with a quickness in the South during summertime cons. You think you're going to do Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss cosplay? Nice. I know a lot of people are deeply invested in that series. I'm not, for my own personal reasons and controversial reasons, which I won't get into. But I do like a lot of the music that stems from that. I actually have a playlist that I can't play on stream because I'm pretty sure it may give me a DMCA strike because I don't have my audio separated from the VOD. I know how to do it. It's just for the production quality for my streams, I have it to where it's connected to my wavelength. So, and I like it for those purposes, so I can just kind of lower and raise the music volume with certain scenes. He was born in Georgia. Do be hot and humid? Yes. All the time, Alistair. And also, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday so far. We're doing our co-working stream today, so y'all get 15 minutes of me, and then I go back into the void for 45 minutes to focus on some things, and then come back and collaborate with you all and talk with you all about various things. Actually, realize that there's a meeting going on, so I'm going to be watching that in the background during this last 45-minute session. But if it happens to end early or I missed quite a bit of parts, I'm probably going to go back to my studies. But every time I plan these out, I always overlook, like, there's something else that I have planned for the morning hours of the day. And I'm just like, every time. Still waking up, me too. You're 100% plan on tackling Jay when you see him. Gonna come at him like a tiny freight train. Oh my God, Wolfie. I wish I could see y'all. Well, you might see me in the area. It just depends on, for starters, where my head is at and where my funds are at, because it is next month and I still, am struggling to find employment in the field that I would like to work in, which again, y'all can contribute by participating in the Sweet versus Spicy event. It's a year-long donathon to where you can contribute via Ko-Fi donations and Twitch biddies. If you want to rep Team Sweet or Team Spicy, and you get community rewards as well as get a 12-hour stream from me depending on the winning team. I am about to go right back into the void. So in the next few seconds, we're going to start off our last 45-minute session, and I will see you guys in the next 15 minutes. There it goes. I'll be back. And that is our last 45-minute segment of our co working So, yes. And welcome in, Shenanigan Plays. It's good to see you. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so many calls. And I have to play catch up with like some voicemails and stuff that people have left me. I will get back with them. Oh, and there goes the 3 minute ad. I'm gonna wait till I talk about some of the things that I saw Shenanigan ask till they come back from the ads because it is gonna play for a bit. But yeah, honestly, you wish you never went to college. You could have learned graphic design on your own. You really could have, Ash. I don't know if you're trapped behind the ads. You probably are. So I'll wait till you come back as well to respond to you. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to study this time around because I was attending something of higher importance. But would y'all stop calling me? Go away. Listen, offer me a job and then I'll answer you. Like, I ain't got the patience for this no more. Don't call me unless it's like, hey, Blaze, you want to work for us? Yes, by all means. Give me a paycheck. Give me financial stability again. Don't call me for nothing else because I ain't picking it up. These telemarketers can kiss my ass. So that was nice and calm. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm not going to end quite yet because I do want to address some of the things that I saw in chat and I didn't get a chance to fully process my thoughts and also speak on and just give respect to those who did stick around and vibe this long because there is an ad going on. I know those with subs can't see it, but we do have roughly about a minute and 20 seconds for those trapped in the ad before they return back from the ad break. And I want to make sure that they get to hear my responses to inquiries that they have. I already know who we're going to raid, so that's not even on the table. Like, you can't negotiate where we're going to go at all because I'm going to still send y'all somewhere comfy and cozy. Unless I find out that individual is offline. And if they are offline, they lied to me. They lied to me. But we're going to stick around and just chat for a little bit. Because I still got some time that I can kill with you guys. No, not yet, Savvy, not yet. Not yet. I'm still chatting with y'all. We're not leaving quite yet because we're still waiting on those trapped behind the ads. So I'm waiting for them to get freed up before we do that. But thank you for prepping those just in case. Oh, absolutely, Shenanigan. Because I like touching on topics that you guys bring up. And I know this is a co-working stream, so it's very lax and, calmer than like my normal streams. But also, I do tend to kind of like give off those cozy vibes. It's just like I have a dash of chaos every now and then, if not full-blown chaos. It just depends on what day you come and what we're doing for the day. All right, so those coming back from the ad should be back. I know we were talking about applying for jobs and some of the criteria that they ask in terms of like wanting degrees, wanting experience at a reasonable amount, or really, let's talk about the experience at an unreasonable amount. Because some of these employers will ask for X amount of years for a programming language or study that is still relatively new. And it's just ridiculous with like how high of a standard that they have for some of these applications. It's frustrating. And I witnessed this when I just got out of school. Like, they were asking for like 1 to 2 to 3 years of experience fresh out of college for a entry-level developer. And I'm like, they wouldn't have that. They're fresh out of school. You didn't even give them a chance to develop and hone their skills. You're looking for the best already. If you're looking for somebody with that amount of skills, you might as well just, ask for a, mid to senior level developer if that's what you're looking for. But I know a lot of it is just playing the game of like, we don't want to pay people with that title what they're worth. So we're going to dumb it down and say, oh, we're looking for entry, but we're actually looking for somebody with experience, but we can just pay you less, because I've seen that tons of times. Yeah, you're currently into VFX industry as an editor. Ooh, nice. So you think that's why you just want to go down the Python route? just these little commands to help your workflow a bit better. That's nice, Shenanigan Plays. Also, if you want to go by something else, please let me know. I know I'm terrible with keeping track of names and what people would like to be addressed by. And if I butcher someone's names, I'm not doing it maliciously, because I know people mispronounce my name and they just don't know any better. But at the same time, if you just ask, I'm more than welcome to give you options to do that. And I like to try to make sure people feel comfy here and also feel respected. And also, thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying the vibe here. This was something that helped give me some peace during a lot of my darkest hours. I'm not going to go back down the stuff that I ranted about last stream, which I do. And I know y'all are probably going to say, Blaze, you don't have to apologize. Sometimes you need to vent and this, that, and the other. It's just a lot of things wear on my heart between IRL stuff that I have to deal with, especially with me being unemployed. You have no idea what that feels like unless you can come to me and say, yes, I know what it's like to be unemployed for roughly about several months to a year. I've been unemployed for a month. Not right now. I'm talking about previously, when I was switching between one of my first former jobs to my last former job, which I stayed there for 10 years. I was lucky enough to just not have anything going for me for a month and jump right back into it. Not everybody has that leisure, especially in this market right now. And people are laying left and right. And just the other day, I saw somebody on Twitter talk about how Google had fired multiple employers, really good employers and software developers. And just yesterday, I saw 2 Google positions that I applied for before seeing that. Within a minute's time, within minutes, I applied to both of those. And I saw that on Twitter and I was just like, yeah, this is what the tech industry is like. And though it sounds pretty horrible, it gives me some reassurance that I'm not the one feeling insane and crazy. And I hate using those ableistic terms. I really do. But it's just like sometimes I feel that way because everyone's just like, oh, you'll get a job. Oh, it'll be easy, blah, blah, blah. I don't wish to hear that because all you're doing is adding on to those problems. If you can't be sympathetic and empathetic and also do your own research and homework about what the job market is right now, especially for a tech person or just anybody who's just trying to break into the industry of just whatever their field of expertise is in this market, it is not kind. Be lucky you have a job. Be thankful. Be blessed and happy you have some sort of financial stability. But don't come down on anybody who may be going through it with, searching. Again, I've been looking for 7 months. I don't need anybody coming through saying like, oh, well, it'll happen overnight. It's not. It's not. And I know what my worth is. I've been in the tech world and development world for roughly about over 13 years. So that's just where my stance is. And so that's where a lot of my frustrations lie. And, if you hear me vent and rant, that's pretty much me. Are we back? Let me know if we're back. You might have to refresh. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Also, hi, Obsidian Pervert. Welcome in. Where did I see you? Where did I see you recently? Was it Guilty Stream? It was Guilty Stream. I was like, I recognize your name. I was like, I know this person. Where are they coming from? Why is it saying that it's the first time chatter here? I've seen you before. But hi, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. But yeah, we just got done with our co-working session. Also, hi, Janae. Hi, Syndicate. Welcome in. Twitch is just doing stuff. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, it wasn't my internet either. Oh, okay. I was about to say, why didn't that play? I see it playing, though. Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, Obsidian. I have alerts turned off. Normally, you would hear music playing, but for co-working streams, I do have it turned off, so that way I can make sure people who are working alongside with me or either lurking still just hear like the calming music and sounds of this wonderful study app called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions, which I've been vibing to, and like I said, I've been using because, you know, it was a time maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. It was not okay in terms of Blaze's mentality. So, but yeah, to go back and address what Shenanigan was saying, it's never too late to study development or get into coding. Just understand, if you can get the building blocks in terms of global terminology and verbiage and studies around certain languages, you can, move forward and learn other languages from that. So, study object-oriented programming languages, and the building blocks around that, and building algorithms from there. Various verbiage such as like string variables, return values, accessor modifiers, all that stuff. Once you are able to digest a lot of that, then you can pretty much learn everything else that comes after that. And a lot of these employers don't really know that if they've never been in the tech world or ever studied development. But those who know development very intimately can tell you that, you can study things as long as you know like the basics when it comes to compiling code. Sounded all Greek to you? Hello, Google time to research. Yeah. Feel free. And one of the resources that I God, it sounded like rocket. See, this is what I mean. That's why I can't talk about code with y'all unless y'all are a developer, because a lot of the things that I touch on, it'll be complete Greek to a lot of folks. It'll just be like, I don't know what that means. But I also don't mind, sharing my experience with not Dragon libraries, with others who want to break into STEM, because, technology is my passion, and I don't mind helping others break into the field. One of the resources that I will say that has been beneficial to me, that I'm thankful to BGC putting me on to, is Udemy. They actually have a sale right now going on. So like if you want to capture some, oh, I see the Discord notification saying I'm going live right now. I'm like, I've been live. What do you mean? Oh, but yeah, Udemy is a great place to pick up some courses and study some things. Coursera is a good one as well if you want to buy a license to that, and get some other courses under your belt, as well as Pluralsight. That's another one. So, and you can also find, the free 99 ones on YouTube. They probably won't go as in depth. There may be a few out there that you can find that can kind of touch base on all of those. But yeah, utilize those resources if you're not like me. If I'm reading something, I'm going to get bored to tears. I'm one of those where it's just like, I digest things a lot easier from a hands-on perspective, as well as like from a listening perspective. I cannot sit there and read something for hours on end. I will literally not comprehend any of it. It will just be sitting there like it's Greek to me. So, lovely dinner time in UK. Thank you so much for the chill vibes. You need this a day. I'm glad Shenanigan plays. Please take care of yourself, and thank you for dropping by stream. I really do appreciate it. I'm not going to stick around for too long, because we are going to raid out pretty soon. Oh, and because I restarted, I realized that it's going to try and play the 3-minute ad again. Thank you, OBS. Thank you. Thank you for restarting stream for me. I appreciate you. I can also imagine what the VOD is going to probably look like once I hop off of here. Not it for living for a friend went free. You'd be homeless right now. Samud, you've been employed since oh, I'm so sorry, Medusa. And see, I was talking with a friend about this, who actually lives in the UK, and was talking with other friends who have been going through this job market and how brutal it is, where people are losing their homes, losing their flats, losing, a lot, and family are coming down on them in terms of just like, why haven't you found a job yet? And it's just a lot right now. The anxiety, feeling underlying anger, and feeling like, yes, oh my God, this right here, this right here and there. Nope, we're gonna snooze that. This right here, this message that Shenanigan just said, that's what I'm going through right now. That is exactly what I'm going through right now, where it's just like, I feel worthless. And I know I'm not worthless. In the back of my mind, I say I'm not worthless. But there are multiple days since being laid off where I felt worthless. So again, bear with me when it comes to these things, because a lot of things where, again, people who I feel who truly care, which I am thankful to a lot of folks who have taken the opportunity to reach out to me during this time period. I'm going to expose them if they watch this VOD back, but it's just like, I've already spilled my guts on Twitch, well, not Twitch, Twitter yesterday, but one of them I do have to, shout out to Silas Callisto, because, nope, not gonna get emotional, not gonna do it. But I am very thankful for a lot of people who have met in this space, namely BGC, because, that's where I first met Silas. And I didn't know I was literally around the corner from them when I moved to the spot that I'm in right now, because we were literally like 10 minutes away. And we found that out because we had a meetup with some other friends who live in the state who also came down for a visit when we just hung out. And so when we were talking about, areas that we resided in, and we were just like, oh, you stay there too? And it was just like, yeah. And I found out how close that they were to me. And so a lot of the times we would just sync up and talk about IRL stuff about content creation. And it's just like, we mesh really well. And I'm very thankful. And I know, since then they've moved from where they used to reside, but, they still check up on me pretty frequently. I check up on them when it comes to whatever they're dealing with. And I'm just thankful for that, because, I don't even have to ask, but, Silas still just wants to make sure that, I'm in a good mental headspace. I want to make sure they're in a good mental headspace. And I'm thankful for that, because, not many people think about you when they're so focused on themselves and their problems and their situations. And I do my best to do the same for others. But also I step back when I do realize that a lot of people who I've poured my guts and heart out for aren't very receptive of, the amount of love that I pour towards them. And so it sort of hurts when they don't do that in return after I've poured so much energy into them. And that's just kind of where I stand with that. And so if I'm ranting on that, it's because it's out of pure frustration with, people who mean the world to me, but they are so wrapped up in their heads that I don't mean the world to them, or at least they don't show the fact that, they deeply care in that manner. And I don't know if it's just because they don't know, or they just genuinely don't care. And to me, again, I've grown to where it's just like, after dealing with people IRL and in this space. I just learned to keep to myself a lot of the times until you show that, you know, you respect my boundaries, you care, you reach out at the appropriate times, and you just, you know, move. So, but yeah, enough of that mushy stuff. We're gonna go find someone to raid, but thank you guys for vibing with me once again for another co-working stream. I will do this again come Thursday, not tomorrow because tomorrow's Wednesday, but we will be having a comfy cozy stream. Ads, if y'all don't go away, stop promoting yourself. I'm not trying to get these folks to pay. I've been live for some time now. Leave me alone. But I'm gonna send y'all somewhere comfy cozy that I know you guys will enjoy yourself. Again, y'all don't get the opportunity to say where y'all want to go because I'm just going to send y'all there because that's where I typically vibe on a Tuesday. I won't be able to stay there super long because I do have to take care of some other things. But we are going to go rate my model mama. You can't stop me. If you don't know the lovely Lovmura, you can't stop me. Also, thank you, Savvy. Lord have mercy. People in these creative names, they need to get better. They need to get better. Come at me with something harder than that. But yeah, we're going to go raid the wonderful Lovmura. She's comfy cozy. She's doing some artwork right now, catching up on commissions, and it looks like she's on low energy. So that's probably like the perfect vibe because today I was on low energy and now I'm still trying to warm my voice up and actually get some energy. I know, Medusa, people just, again, why y'all think I have the Discord locked down? You think I want to let somebody with that name into my space? Absolutely not. You either pay me my coin or get vetted the right way. Either way, I win. Either way, I win. Because it's going through a third party, so ha! Oh, God. Anyway, you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Treat yourself well. Tell somebody that you care about, that you love them. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some Coral Island streams. But bye-bye. Copy the raid message.